Good afternoon. That's all. Anyone is going to join? Okay. Very good afternoon to all one and all. So today, fifth semester company law subject. In previous class, we discussed about types of companies, nature of company, then company incorporation. After that, the second class we discussed about directors of company, right? So today's class we are going to discuss about secretary of the next topic. That is company secretary. So we discussed block one we completed and we completed block two also. Now block three is upon company secretary. If time permits, we will also go with the company meetings. Mm. Oh no, or else I'll take the company meetings. Next class I'll take company secretary. Yeah. Block 4 I'm handling. Today's class I'm taking block 4 upon company meetings. Let's join. So under company meetings, we have company management meetings, kinds of meetings, resolutions and minutes. This is our today's topic. So let's do. I hope this screen visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So under this topic, we will focus on understanding what are the various types of companies meetings, and also what are the prerequisites of conducting a meeting, like what is the notice, agenda, minutes, and all. And then we also understand different types of meetings and what are the insights in the process of conducting a meeting of a company. Minutes means what, resolution means what. Also, we'll understand. So let us see meetings. What is the meeting? As you said, in the meaning of a company, we learned that a company is an artificial person, right? Joint stock companies are artificial person. They created by the law and have their own separate existence, right? So, being having their separate existence and having recognized by them, it cannot act on its own, right? It has its existence legally and separate from its members, but it cannot act on its own. So, any matters relating to the business, taking the business decisions or making the policies, everything will be done by the members or the members, that is board of directors. In the previous class we discussed that a meeting under the board of directors are who? They are the representatives of a company who are authorized and who will take the decisions on behalf of company, on the name of company, right? So these board of directors has to take certain decisions when time comes, and has to make certain policies according for the growth and the prosperity of the business. So these decisions and policies can be made uh, by all the board of some with some discussions by all the board of directors only when it is accepted by the required number of directors. So for that they has to gather and discuss the things, and then only they can able to take the decisions. So for that again they have been given certain powers to be discussed and exercised in the meeting. So meetings of companies are meetings are where the board of directors and the members of company join together with an object of taking the decisions or making policies, a gathering, official gathering of board of directors and members. The purpose of business decisions we call as a meeting. And this in this meeting, these directors will be given certain powers, and members also will have the certain powers to exercise the meeting. So how the meetings are conducted means under democratic process. Democratic process means members will be elected on a rotation basis, and based on their contribution and with the protecting the interest of small shareholders also, the members will be elected as a board of directors and they'll continue. Okay, so let us see what is a meeting. In simple terms we say meeting is a people come together to discuss something. Okay, so these meetings play a very important role and in the functioning of company, because decisions, valuable decisions are taken in the meetings. The meetings of a company generally provides a platform for the shareholders and its members of company to put forward their opinions, like whatever the opinion. See, it is if see, even at home what we do, if any some certain event to be conducted, organized, what we do, we all members of family sit together and discuss, express our views and opinions, and finally we'll come to one conclusion, right? If does not happen, what happens, the thing also will not be happen and will not be successful. Same here. In for the companies, meetings are like a platform where provides through meetings, it provides a platform to its members, shareholders, to express their views and their opinions, so that the management can take the decisions accordingly. Okay, so for conducting this meeting, there should be a minimum number of members, 2% at least, but under the exceptional circumstances, they can conduct by one member also. Okay, according to the that we'll see later. So every meeting is conducted by the company must record it properly, means whatever how many members to be there to conduct the meeting is important. The minimum number of members must be there to conduct the meeting. No, sorry. After the meeting, every meeting and its proceedings has to be recorded and signed and kept for the people, and also has to be registered with, has to submitted a copy to the registrar within the 30 days of the meeting. Okay, general companies annual meetings or also companies conduct in order to discuss the various business matters. Apart from that, certain other meetings also company conducts to meet its needs. So let us see the prerequisites of meetings first. Okay, there are different types of meetings, but whatever the type of meeting, these are the requirements which has to be fulfilled by the company, or the people responsible for that is company secretary will take care of this. Company secretary is the one who takes care of all the necessities, the prerequisites to be made, arranged. Okay, he is the executor. Okay, so Before meeting, what is important? Notice of meeting and explanatory statement. That is agenda. So before the meeting, it is necessary to prepare a notice of meeting. Means in this notice of meeting, it should be important to mention then when is the meeting, the date and day of the meeting, time of meeting, then the venue of meeting, okay, the purpose of meeting. All these has to be given. After that, explanatory statement means agenda. What are the topics that they are going to discuss in the meeting? Okay, these has to be these two has to be sent to all the eligible members that are required to attend the meeting. And during the meeting, what they do? Quorum for meeting means the minimum number of directors required to attend the meeting is important. Okay, whether if the minimum number of members attend the meeting, then only meeting will be conducted. Otherwise, meeting will be adjourned to the next week or the same date, same time. Okay, so quorum must be there to continue the meeting. And apart from the quorum means what? The minimum number of members required to attend a meeting. If it is a public, two. If it is three. If it is a private, two directors. Minimum must be there. Apart from these, quorum of members, chairman of meeting is also required to be attended. And proxies. According section 104 says chairman of meeting, whoever there as written, and this chairman should be a person who is acting as a chairman of a company must be chairman of only one company. He should not act as the chairman of other companies. Next, proxies. Proxies, section 105 says proxies means say I'm the director, but I'm not able to attend the meeting. So I can appoint some other person to attend meeting on my behalf. So a person who acts on behalf of someone else is called as a proxy. You might be heard of these terms in the recent movies also. Okay. So proxy means a person who is acting on behalf of the actual person. So, what are the proxy rules and regulations? We'll see later. Next, voting. If any decision has to be taken, voting has to be conducted. Finally, if the decision, voting, and the requirements are fulfilled and the decision is taken, then that meeting is converted into a resolution. Okay, that's about during the meeting to be followed. And after the meeting, a person, the secretary has to prepare minutes of meeting. What is minutes of meeting? The briefing of the meeting. What means what is the what type of meeting, when they conducted, where they conducted, how many attended, what decisions are taken. All these details in brief has to be recorded on this book called minutes, and this has to be kept open for everyone. Uh, okay, in the office. Next, maintenance. Sorry, maintenance and inspection of documents. Maintenance and inspection of documents, like what is whatever the documents are required at the meeting at this time, and what are those documents. See, this is important question. Prerequisites of meeting for your examination point of view. Important short answer and explanation of these. When it is asked under the long answer, you need to explain each of them. Okay, so proper convincing authority, board of directors, national company law tribunal, etc. Uh, these authorities must be there. And as per section 101, notice has to be sent with the time, duration of the meeting, date and day of the meeting, and place of the meeting, the topic to be conducted, discussed at the meeting, and who are to whom all the meeting this notice is sending, and how the notice has to be sent. Notice how the notice has to be sent. That again depends. Okay, how the notice has to be sent again depends. Right. Mm. Now, next one is agenda. I said, now here it is there. See, explanatory statement, section 1 or 2, that is nothing but agenda. Agenda means the topics that are to be discussed or transacted at the meeting, a list of topics. Say today we are conducting a meeting for dividend declaration. Then the main topic is dividend declaration. Second topic, whether the dividend bonus shares to be declared or not, what to be retained earnings. Those are the subtopics. Like that agenda. Recently in elections, the political parties also given their agenda. Na? So agenda means a statement of a business to be transacted. In terms of company, it is the statement, a list of business to be topics on which business to be transacted at the meeting. Next, quorum 103, section 103. See, as you are studying, you are going to answer a company law paper. So, if wherever possible, wherever you can give the case studies according to the textbook. Okay, if not, if you at least if you find giving the case studies is difficult for you, at least remember these case study, sections. Okay, but at least one or two places of every answer you need to mention the sections correctly. um, if not, at least some case studies which are given in your textbook, those case studies, if you cool and calm with interest, if you learn, you'll understand those case studies, and you can give the explanation of case studies in your own terms while writing the relevant answer of that case study. Okay, this is a tip for you. Now coming back to the topic, quorum, minimum number of members required to conduct the meeting. So in case of a public limited company, minimum 3 or 5 members has to present. The number more than 1,000 members are there. If 1,000 to 5,000 members are there, then 15 members are required to attend the meeting. So above 5,000, the company has a members, then 30 members are required to attend the meeting. Okay, so this is in case only for the public company. Public company, if the company has only 1,000 or below 1,000 members, 5 members is minimum quorum to be required. The company has 1,000 and above 5,000 members, then required 15 members. If the company has above 5,000 members, then 30 members minimum to attend the meeting. What about the private company? If it is a private company, at least 2 members personally has to attend the meeting. Okay, then there's a one-man company also as per the new act. So in case of one-man company, one person one person only the owner, so he himself has to attend the meeting. What will happen if this minimum number of members are not there? Okay, this you can get in a short answer. Quorum, what are the prerequisites of a meeting? Quorum. Okay. If this quorum is not present, that means the minimum number of members are not present the meeting within the half an hour from the time of the meeting, then the company has to adjourn that meeting for the next week, the same day, at the same time and place. Adjourning means postponing. Adjourn. The court is adjourned. You used to hear means postponed, right? Same here. So meeting has to be adjourned to the same day and the next week on the same place and time, or otherwise the date and time, place of the has to be clearly mentioned by the board to the members. Uh, and that meeting will be cancelled also. That day, if half an hour before half an hour members are not required members are not attended, either meeting has to be cancelled totally, or they will postpone to the next week or the same day and time. You may get a doubt, ma'am. What if even that adjourned meeting not attended? Okay, then yes, no from the point. But whoever presented in the meeting will be taken as a quorum. Okay, that's the. Now the next prerequisite is attendance by chairman of the meeting. Means the chairperson also has to attend the meeting. So designated or elected to preside over the conduct the proceedings of a meeting. Who is the chairperson? A chairperson is the one who is elected to take the proceedings of a meeting. generally appointed. This chairperson will be generally appointed by voting or itself only, or by show of hands. Like in assembly, we will have the speakers, na? Like that only here also. So here, the chairperson in the meetings is the one who is elected or appointed to conduct the proceedings of meeting, and this chairperson generally elected by voting or by show of hands simply. Okay, what are the functions of this chairperson? The main functions of this chairperson is to see that the meeting is properly convened and duly conducted. Okay, the meeting is convened and conducted properly. The next one is he must also ensure all the proceedings of the meeting are conducted according to the Companies Act rules and regulations. And he's the one, if the quorum is not presented, he can adjourn the meeting, or if he feel that the meeting is not going properly, or any such circumstances fine, he can adjourn the meeting. Okay. There's a motion of adjournment or when the attendance falls below quorum. I said now. So, what are the powers or the functions? He is the one who has to see the meeting is conducted properly, and he is the one should see that all the proceedings of meeting are followed as per the Companies Act. Third one, he has the power to adjourn the meeting if the quorum is not attended, or if the members are not observing the rules or any other such circumstances. He can adjourn the meeting, that is postpone the meeting. The next one, important one is what? Proxy. What I said about the proxy? Proxy means who is a person who is appointed to represent the another award at the meeting on behalf of a director or the member who is absent. Okay. So the instrument by which a person is appointed as a proxy. A proxy is the person through which to act on behalf of a member is a proxy. Okay. Next, any member of company is entitled to attend and vote at the meeting of the company. He can appoint another person as a proxy to attend and vote at the meeting on his behalf. So, who can appoint the proxy? Any member can appoint the meeting to vote on behalf of him. Okay, he can appoint another proxy or as a proxy to attend the vote and meeting of his behalf. So here there are certain rules. Individually, these are you can expect under the short answers. Collectively, when you get, you need not to write all these rules. Okay, when you are asked, write about short note on proxy, you need to write everything. But when you are asked what are the various prerequisites of a meeting as a long answer, you need to mention a brief about each of those. Understood? Okay. So a company is not having share capital. If a company has no share capital, then a person cannot appoint him as a proxy. Next, a private company cannot appoint one person, more than one proxy, okay, for the same meeting. Means only one member or the director can take the option of appointing a proxy if he is from a private company. So, okay, for one meeting, only one proxy is allowed. Next, if it is a central government may prescribe a class or class of companies whose members shall not be entitled to appoint another person as a proxy. Yeah, sometimes it's time to time central government also will prescribe the companies who cannot who which companies and the members of which companies cannot be appoint the proxies. Then those company members also cannot appoint the proxies. XYZ company cannot is not eligible to appoint a proxy. If a central government say, then that XYZ company cannot appoint any person as a proxy. Okay, a person can act as proxy on behalf of members not exceeding 50 and holding in aggregate not more than 10% share of the company carrying voting rights. So up to 50 members, or in an aggregate 10, the members who are having 10% of share capital. Any of these, he can act as a proxy. Next, proxy should not have right to speak. Okay. He cannot write, he has no right to speak in the meeting. Only I think he can vote, participate in the voting. Okay, public company, if the member is public company, then he can appoint more than one proxy. Uh, One proxy is respect of certain shares and a different proxy for other shares held by him. Okay. A proxy is not counted for want of quorum to conduct a meeting. Yeah. We learned the quorum. So if the quorum is not formed and you cannot take this person to count the quorum. Proxy is proxy, that's it. He should not be included in the quorum. So these are the some important topics of proxy. The next prerequisite of meeting is minutes after the meeting. Okay, after the meeting, then the important prerequisite is minutes. Minutes means what? It is a book where the proceedings of meetings taking place are recorded in brief and kept for everyone's after the signature of registrar and the stamping. Everyone will sign in this. Okay, so it's a written record of the business transacted at the meeting. A statutory obligation means every company is required to maintain these minutes. Uh, so next, so yeah, this minutes has to be completed within 30 days of the meeting. Means the once the meeting is completed, you should not. Within the 30 days, he has to submit a copy of the minutes to the registrar. And it just has to be kept for open to everyone. Okay? The pages of minutes book should be consecutively numbered, and each page should be signed or installed. Okay, so it is kept for public reference. So it has to be printed, numbered, signed by the people concerned, and all the recordings of each meeting has to be dated, signed by the chairman of the meeting. I said the minutes book should be kept at the registrar. Means this book is for everyone. Whoever not attend the meeting, anyone can come and refer the any member of the company can come and refer the minutes record. So it has to be kept in the registered office of the company only for everyone to inspect this. Okay, and at least 2 hours permission must be given for inspection of this book. Okay, sometimes. It also charge the money from the members to inspect this minutes book. If any mistakes are made in the minutes while writing, okay, then according to the section 118, the default is punishable with a fine. Means if we give any about the false information about this meetings in the minutes, then that minister will be uh, fined lifetime. Okay. May applying provision section. Every officer default punishable with a fine or may extend up to 5,000. So till the prerequisites understood, or you people are there? Did you
Yes,
understand
ma'am.
prerequisites?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Now next one is so in prerequisites of meeting is important as a whole and a long answer. Each of them that is quorum, proxy, and minutes and a short answer. Notice all these individually you can expect under the short answer. Done. Now the next question, next topic is types of company meetings. Usually, the overall the company meetings are classified into three types: shareholder meeting, director meeting, and special meetings. Okay, shareholder meetings are three again: statutory meeting, annual general meeting, and extraordinary meeting. Directors meetings are two, board meetings and committee meetings. Special meetings are two, that is class meetings and creditors meetings. Among these all, we are very particular about these shareholder meetings. Okay, under these shareholders meetings, again, as per the amendment of 2013's Companies Act law, the statutory meeting has been cancelled. Means public companies are required to conduct a statutory meeting immediately after their recognition. Okay, that is what is this meeting? Statutory. Okay. Public limited companies actually has to conduct the statutory meeting immediately once they start the business. But from the amendment of 2013's Companies Act, the statutory meeting is not required even for the public limited companies. But it was there in our curriculum. We will learn about that. Are you understanding? In practice, statutory meetings were not required for public companies also. But in academics, as it is there, we will learn about that also. So now come to the shareholders meetings. That's all. End of this. Uh, okay. Where is this meetings? Mm. Okay. Company meetings. Now what happened is only these are there. Types of meetings, shareholders meetings. Okay, I'll explain you. Hmm. Shareholders meeting. First one is statutory meeting. What is statutory meeting? A meeting which is to be conducted as per Companies Act by the public limited companies. Okay, as I mentioned, even for the public limited companies, this has been cancelled as per the new Companies Act rule. But earlier it is to be required to be conducted. And why statutory meeting? Statutory meeting means in this meeting they should mention who are the directors of the company, because this statutory meeting with the shareholders, right? So all the information relating to the company, what is the minimum amount of subscription collected. Okay, for conducting this statutory meeting also, company needs to give notice to all the members, agenda. Okay, and then minimum quorum has to attend for every meeting. These are compulsory. Sending a notice, you can write under every meeting prerequisites. Sending the notice, okay, how many days before? 21 days before notice. A notice has to be sent 21 days before the meeting. Then agenda has to be attached, that is the topics to be discussed at the meeting. And then what is quorum. To conduct the meeting, quorum required to be attended. These are the prerequisites. And then under the agenda, what topics? Like if it is a statutory meeting, they are supposed to mention who are the directors and what is the minimum subscription collected and what is the sources of capital raise. Information with the shareholders they are supposed to share. Okay. The next one is after the statutory meeting. The next one is annual general meeting. The second one is annual general meeting. So this annual general meeting is one which is conducted yearly once by the board of directors for the all members eligible. It's also a shareholders meeting. What are the requisites of this annual general meeting? And notice. 21 days notice must be given, and quorum state agenda has to be mentioned, and the quorum also has to attend this annual general meeting. Okay, and when will be conducted? If it is the first annual general meeting, within 18 months from the date of commencement of business. Say, for example, and the business is commenced on the 23rd January 2023 January. So it 18 months means June 2024. Before that, it should conduct. Okay. If it is a existing company, between the two annual general meeting, there should not be more gap more than 15 months. Means if a company conducted the meeting in January 2023, then it should conduct its meeting at least before 31st March 2024. Okay, so new company means it should not be more than 18 months. Existing company means it should not be more than 15 months. The gap between two meetings. And what are the prerequisites? Notice, 21 days before notice, statement, that is agenda with the topics to be discussed, and then quorum. Now the question is how? What are the topics generally discussed? Why this AGM is conducted? In AGM, generally the topics requested are the general daily issues related. Okay. Hmm, like declaration of dividend, okay, and then appointment of directors, appointment of auditors, not directors, appointment of auditors, appointment of secretary, like that, declaration of financial release of financial statement reports, like the general business matters whatever are there, those are to discuss about those matters. Annual general meeting every year will be conducted. Okay. Mm, Now, the next one is special general meeting or additional general meeting. What is this additional general meeting? Again, a meeting which is conducted between two annual general meetings. A meeting which is conducted between two annual general meeting we call as an additional meeting or special general meeting. So why do they conduct this? When usually yearly once they meet and they discuss, but sometimes they need to conduct the meeting before, in between the year only. Okay, in between the year itself only they are supposed to conduct the meeting for certain meetings. So company earned very good profits and company wants to issue bonus shares, then it will conduct the meeting. Okay, and if want to conduct take any other decisions, important decisions, termination of a director or any auditor, for any of such reasons, it may need to conduct a emergency meetings. In such case, between the two annual meetings, they send a notice and conduct the meeting. Okay. So annual general meetings, between two annual general meetings, if a meeting is conducted, it's called as a special purpose general meetings. Okay. Again, here also notice has to be sent. Here 14 days notice, not 21 days notice. Then quorum must attend, agenda of points to be discussed, and then they are supposed to conduct the meeting. Okay. That's it. Understood? Annual general meeting, additional meeting, and statutory meeting. Anything else? Minutes. Also, I discussed. After the minutes, what else? Resolution. What is resolution then? Resolution is the one which, if in any meeting, any discussion. One second, please. Okay, the meeting resolution means what? In any meeting, if any decision, business decisions are taken, those meetings will be called as a resolutions. One second. Okay, so there are meeting. So that meeting we call as a resolution. Now, depending on the majority required to take the decision, these resolutions are two types: ordinary resolution, special resolution. Okay, depending on the majority required to accept and take the decision, we call these resolutions as two types: ordinary resolution and special resolution. Ordinary resolution means if any decision, business decision requires ordinary majority, means to take any decision relating to the business requires ordinary majority, then it is called as ordinary resolution. Means uh, 50, what do you call no? One third majority is required. Means there are 30 people. If 10 people accept also, you can take the decision. Then it is ordinary resolution. General issues of business will be taken under the ordinary resolution. But if any business decision requires two-third of majority to take the decision, then it is called as special resolution. If any meeting or any business decision requires two-third of majority's acceptance, then that is called as special resolution. Say, for example, a company wants to alter its articles of association, means make a change in the articles of association, some contents. Then, if two-third of the people, means out of 30, if 20 people accept, then only company can do the change in its articles of association. Understood? So, business decisions which are requires at most concern and which requires majority of members acceptance, those that is two-third of the majority of members acceptance, such meetings, the decisions taken in such meetings are called as special resolutions. Understood? So these are the topic about meetings. So under this, if you people ask me what are the important questions, I can say share prerequisites of meetings as a long answer and also as a short answer of each prerequisite. Notice, then quorum, then minutes. These three short answers you can get under the short answers. And all together as a long answer, what are the prerequisites of a meeting? And the next thing is that mm, types of meetings. What are the different types of meetings? Under that, shareholders meetings are important. Okay, under the shareholders meetings are important. Types of shareholder meetings: statutory, general meeting, annual meeting, and extraordinary meeting. These three are supposed to mention. After that, resolution. Under the resolution, you have two: ordinary resolution and special purpose resolution. Okay. Individually or as a long answer, anything there is a scope to ask. In examination, every block, every chapter will be covered. Okay, so you need to prepare from every chapter. Otherwise, at the end, what to do, I'll tell you. Done. Some change in the pattern of paper, some of you are asking. Change in pattern of paper, they said they will change section C. MCQs will not be there from the next exam, and only long answer questions. Give any two out of that, one has for 20 marks they are supposed to answer. But whether they are implementing or not, I'm also not sure still now. Okay, I heard, and some officials from board university, they also said that paper pattern is going to be changed, but from your batch or next batch, I'm not sure. So prepare for everything and note down whenever I say this can be asked as a short answer, this can be asked as a long answer. Those itself are important questions. More than this, what we can also give, we can't also give. Okay, right. Thank you. Okay, next class will come with the next topic. Meetings are over. Any more doubts? Do you have any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can please ask me. Shall I leave the meeting? Yes, are you all on the line?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Today's topic, did you all understood? Meetings?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What is this? This is given in your backside of your material. Someone sends a message. Question paper pattern. Is this given backside of your material?
Oh, ma'am.
Hmm. Then where you found this?
Ma'am, in our group, WhatsApp groups.
Okay. That's what I can't say for sure. I too heard that. Let us see. In WhatsApp group, some official also there from university, na? They will let you confirm. First, you
Okay, ma'am.
concentrate on short answer and long answers. Okay. Once you confirm with the pattern of paper, then you can go for MCQs or more long answers or whatever. Any doubts? Or you meetings of company? I'll share. See, I share this today's topic. Okay, children. Bye. See you. We have next class. One more class. Yes, no.
Yes, ma'am. Next Sunday.
Next Sunday we have no right. Next Sunday. How many more classes are there?
Only one, ma'am.
One. We have two more topics, right? Secretary and the last topic, winding up of companies. Company secretary and winding up of companies. Okay, no problem. If we are not able to complete by next class, one more class unofficially I can take. Okay, if you people need it. Let's see this. Okay, or else on the same day, half an hour extra I'll take and I'll wind up. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
right. Thank you, children.
Thank you,
Have a
ma'am.
good day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right. Ahmed, Ayesha,